Pre-show, pre-show. Hello, pre-show.
Hello, hello, hello.
What's going on? What's going on, folks?
Ooh, we are live.
I
I'm,
think we're
I'm
live. Oh, B&H ad. No, it's a Stanbridge ad for me.
I don't know what these ads are you speak of, Jason.
Oh, or I'm sorry, Mr. YouTube Red. Mr. YouTube Red. What is going on? Okay. What is
Ooh,
going on, peeps?
what is
Uh,
up, everybody?
if you're watching after the fact, there will be time codes, or there should be time codes in the description box below. But today we'll be talking about some crazy rumors that has just dropped on the face of the earth. The Canon RF 14 to 21 f1.4. What kind of bullocks is this? We're going to talk about that for a little bit.
What'd you say, Roblox?
What kind of roadblocks is this? Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Panasonic S1R and the S1. I got a hands-on on it. Not quite the hands-on that most of the other reviewers got, but I got to touch it for about 5 minutes at WPPI. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Tamron 17 and 28 f2.8. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the show. So stay tuned for that. Time codes will be available after the show. Wow.
Fantastic.
Dropping in that 1999 already. I haven't done anything yet, GFF, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time, gentlemen. You're welcome.
Thank you. Just getting a show to happen on a Monday has been the real challenge. So I think that's what we're being recognized for, Jason.
And I appreciate you guys being so supportive, coming back every Monday. We feel terrible for the Mondays that we don't do the show. We'll do a better job next time alerting you guys ahead of time. Make sure you follow us on the Instagram and not the Twitter, because we're not on the Twitter. But we'll update you guys if there's no show. Eli says, Monday live on a Monday. Screaming face. I know, right?
Oh my God. I like how it becomes a meme.
Oh boy. This is the Boca Bro show now.
Yes.
It happens very sporadically. You wouldn't even know when it's coming.
Jason, I am telling you, you need to put Kai and Locke's face on the thumbnail just for the hell of it. Boca Bros. And just freaking go for it.
We'll have 200 of our people watching and then 800 others disliking the video. We're gonna need your support, guys. If we ever do that, you guys gotta spam the likes.
We'll be hijacking that.
Michael Jimenez says this looks like the place where they had the PhotoCon in Los Angeles last year. That's absolutely right. We took that photo. Danny, we should have taken a new photo out of WPPI.
That's right. It's okay.
We got to update the Monday brand photo. We got to be holding like a sack of potato in the next photo.
Maybe in the summer, and I'll hold an Altura bag or something.
All right, we're putting out a listing right now. We're looking for a photographer to shoot the Monday live photo. So if you ever see us at cons with both me and Danny, you got to take a photo of us. We'll credit you. We'll pay you an exposure bucks. And I think we can go on with our merry way. Monday live. Oslo says, finally. Yes. Let's see. Russ Lee says, what's up, guys? David Lopez in the house again. Thank you again for joining in. Chris Imamura, Monday Night Live. Heck yeah. Benson R, is this lens for real or is it just a rumor? It's just a rumor, guys. It's just a rumor. Let's see here. David Lopez, save that NewGear for later, man.
He's already dropping it. He's already dropping it because he's driving.
Save it.
David, be careful.
Just get 20 more minutes. 20 more
just
minutes.
Just listen in and just listen in.
Koa Deep, been watching you for a while now. Just saying hi, Jason. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Cole. Trail ready for runner. Monday live potato. Heck yes. Photo Miike misses you, Danny. You should have stuck around WPPI.
I know.
I'll tell you what sort of
shenanigans.
I'll tell you what sort of mutiny that Photo Miike was doing at WPPI. He was running around, living it up on Facebook, or was it YouTube? Living it up, carrying his Nikon Z6 to a Sony booth.
Oh,
what is going on?
Oh, nice.
How is he going to show up like that, disrespecting us? Photo Miike?
Oh my goodness! Have they released the firmware update? I don't know if we'll talk about that. Oh, I know we didn't. I don't know if we have it on the show notes, but They did release. They have new firmware for the Nikon with the eye autofocus.
Oh,
Yeah. If we
I don't know.
remember to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But
We'll talk about it. We're not the right person, or I'm not the right person to talk about it. But let me know. Let me know.
John Kitenji Mudyanga saying, "Hey, Danny has great quality today." Is that true?
You looking
Somehow.
good. You looking
All
good.
right. Okay. I don't see an HD symbol, so it must be garbage still. But I mean, hey.
You're looking good.
As long as it's 480p, we're good.
Let's see here. SR7, SR7, SR7.
Oh my god.
Monday night. Are you guys ready for some football? I am.
Wait, did they make that account specifically because of the jokes? That'd be amazing.
Is your name?
Are you Chris Barr? Are you
Chris Barr? You Chris Barr? Chris Barr. SR7 now.
Unless we're talking about the plane. SR7. Let's see.
See, Jason says, is this still in 720p? What the heck? What is this? 2016? Yeah.
Yes. We are in 2016.
You tell Google Hangouts to upgrade this to 1080p. Let me know.
They don't do 1080p? Google Hangouts?
I don't know.
I think they do. It's just our quality is just I don't have a good enough bit rate, I think.
Danny, you're holding me back, man. I knew it.
I'm so sorry.
He's holding me back all this year. Could have been 1080p. I know I could have been 1440p by now, but taking me down with you. Odyssey OG says, any more 6400 content coming soon? Yes. From me, yes. From Danny, absolutely.
Not. Just kidding. At some point, I'm still using it. I've been shooting with it.
For those of you who are joining in, the show starts 7 p.m. PT, PST, whatever you want to call it. We're still 8 minutes away from the show, so hang in tight. We're going to have a relatively okay show for you guys tonight, so hang on tight.
Keep your expectations down here, Jason. We only have the sky.
Oh, I have expectations low. I'm afraid our viewers are having it way too high right now.
Oh shoot!
They're going bonkers for this 14 to 21 f1.4 lens.
Oh my gosh!
Oh boy!
Canon's like, forget Sigma. We're just gonna do our own thing. You know.
You think like Sigma? Our lenses are big. Canon's like, hold my beer.
SR7 says, I am not named Chris. I have had this name a long time.
Oh my God. He's the prophecy. Prophecy. Anything he says is SR7 level. Triple SR7 level. Lift Media says, my favorite live stream. Yes.
Oh man, so much pressure.
Thank you.
Relax, everybody.
See, GFF says, about to get on the road. He's announcing some of his new gear out: 6400, Sigma 16, 1.4, 1.8, 85 Animo Shinobi, Yamaha, HS5, HSBC Bank, something like that. He'll watch the show later. Thanks, GFF, Matt, for tuning in and for that $19.99 donation.
Wow. Man, have fun with that. Have a good time.
Let's see. Photo Miike says he made the wrong turn when he was live streaming.
Wait, what? What happened?
Photo Miike, you can't make the wrong turn, okay? Nikon was directly in the front of the entrance. You cannot miss Nikon. You can't just wander your way into Sony.
Oh, I gotta see that. I gotta see that now. So he went in there with a Nikon Z6.
He went into the Nikon. He showed up to the Sony booth with a Nikon, and he's saying that he made a wrong turn when Nikon is like literally at the forefront of WPPI. Sony was literally right behind Nikon.
That's some good stuff, man. That is some good stuff.
Photo Miike, you crack me up, man. Jerry Fu says, how's life, guys? Well, Danny's alive, so that's a good thing.
Yes. From the last live show, for anyone that caught wind of it, I left Vegas at 2 a.m, drove right back to work.
So if you recall, both of us were like super tired because last week we were out in a photo shoot. We're out in the desert all day long shooting. And then, Danny was just like, all right, I'm going to peace out. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up in like 50 minutes and drive home. I'm like, bro, you're crazy. Guess what? He woke up, he left. I didn't even hear him leave. That's how tired I was. And I didn't get a text. I hadn't got a text from him when I woke up, so I got scared. So I was like, man, what happened to Danny, man? Need this guy from Monday Live. Texted him. He didn't respond for like another 2 hours saying he's okay. So I say life is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm good. I'm alive. I just want more not to be thankful for. Okay.
Seriously, Danny's commitment to his job and to his kids, it's crazy. It's going to drive back with like an hour of sleep just to be back to teach.
I was really questioning it, Jason. I was like, when I woke up, I'm like, man, I could just keep sleeping. God damn, I went back to work.
Yeah, I'm a bad influence. Me and Vivian were just like, please stay, Danny. We don't want you to die.
Yeah, we basically said, I told Jason, like, don't bother waking me up. If I don't wake up, don't even wake me up.
I didn't even hear you leave, man. Anyways, Gadgets 2.0. Are you guys in the same room? Not anymore.
Let me just reach my hand out this way.
Whoa. What is that? What is that? Oh, Danny, calm down, all right? Chris Dye says, yes, Danny is not potato tonight. He's French fry tonight.
Oh, nice. Crispy. Extra, slightly crispy. Maybe a little soggy, but a little crispy.
Yeah. It's like left out for a little bit, you know? NBW Doughboy 1.4 zoom. That's real. Well, we'll see. This is that. It was rated a CR1. So we're going to need Mr. CR7 to come in and give us the news. I was gonna say give us the deuce, but that sounds weird. Okay, gear of the week says, can you talk about WPPI and how whack it was? How was it whack? Let us know. Oh, my goodness. 1999 super chat donation by Lyft Media. Thank you so much for your generosity. What would you recommend for a small compact camera? My ideas are the 5, the 6, or the G7X2. Ooh. You can't go wrong with 5 or 6. I really like the 6 because I really like the telephoto aspect of the RX100. You're getting like amazing photos out of it. But if you really need that camera for low light, go for the 5 because it does have that 1.8 aperture. But my favorite has actually been the 6 for great photos. What about you, Danny?
I would say I like the 5 more for what it has. It just depends what you want to do with it. I like the 5 for video, but I think if I was going to do more photos with that particular compact camera, I would look at the 6. I don't know too much about the G7X Mark II, unfortunately. I just know it's a kind of a go-to vlogging camera for some YouTubers that use that. So, but I would say more photo-oriented, get the 6. If you're more video-oriented, I would say the 5 isn't a bad option. Cool. Because of the ND filter.
Nice. Good answer, Danny. Fantastic answer. Couldn't have said it better myself, so I didn't. I'm the Brown. OMG, is it Monday?
My God. He's always roasting. He's roasting me.
Thursday.
Roasting us.
I'm sorry.
Thursday Live. Here we go, guys.
Photo Miak says, damn Google Maps. You can't trust it. I don't know. I think you're using Apple Maps.
Oh, that jab. Oh, shoot.
And Apple Maps. I saw you stream with that iPhone.
Oh, my goodness.
Jason Vong, here of the tiny 3 Vision Gimbal. You think DJI will release a smaller Ronin to compete with the Weibo? I did not hear anything about no tiny 3 Vision Gimbal, but I'll take a look at it. Let's see. We're 1 minute away from the show, guys. Hang on tight. 1 minute away from the show.
Oh no.
So at the pre-show mode right now.
Yes, we are in pre-show mode.
We're having a lot of fun with pre-show.
Phenomenal. Now, let me check my calendar already, man, so I can figure out if I'm even available next week. Oh my God. Let me see here.
Uh-oh. Show next week?
No, I'm good. I'm technically fine. There's nothing scheduled there yet.
You're killing me. Let me see. What do I got? Can't do it. It says I have Monday Live on the calendar.
Oh no, the exposure is so bad. Never mind. What is this? There's my calendar. There's my calendar with all that good stuff on there. Oh my God.
Everyone is roasting us. Tag the Shooter says, is this Monday or Tuesday? It's Monday.
Oh my God. Come on, folks.
Monday. Has to be Monday.
It's been a rough start of the year for this program.
Yeah, Wetsuit says it's a Monday live on a Monday. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys are still here with us.
Seriously. All right, Jason.
How do you guys start with?
Francisco just made it.
Okay. All right. It is 7 o'clock, guys. Welcome back to Monday Live on a Monday. And the chat's blocking the window. There you go. I can see myself and Danny now. Welcome back to Monday Live. And it's actually Monday. And it's on time. Thank you for joining us. Sitting right across the room from me is Mr. What's your name again?
That one camera guy, folks. Welcome. Hi. Hope you're all doing great today.
Oh yeah.
I'm back on Monday Live.
Yeah. If you see a flashing symbol on your screen, just make sure you do what it says, because that would greatly help us out.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna just keep on clicking.
Really appreciate what you guys are doing with that screen blinking at you. Anyways, we got a pretty moderate show for you guys today. We got some things to talk about. So if you're just joining in or you have to come back later, tune into the description box below for the time codes. But today we'll be talking about this crazy rumor that just dropped that I got from Mr. Francisco Joel Hernandez's Facebook.
Whoa. Oh, he's the source, Francisco?
Yeah, he's the source. Okay, coming at CR1, Canon RF 14 to 21 millimeter f1.4. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about a little bit of hands-on. Well, my little hands-on with the Panasonic SR1 and the S1. We're also going to be talking about a little bit about the Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8. There's just too many lenses to remember. But we're going to talk a little about that today, all right? So make sure you tune in the description box below to see what they are. And as always, we like to start the show off with hashtag NewGear. Let us know in the chat right now what hashtag NewGear you just picked up this week. Okay, cool.
All right.
We got a super chat donation.
From Lift Media.
Lift Media, you're too kind again, man. $14.99 asking Danny the important question. How would you recommend making money from sports photography? Oh, boy.
Okay. All right. Well, I technically don't make money off sports photography, but the people that I do know that make money off sports photography, I mean, I work at a high school level. What you can do is try to see if you can network with like the school districts in your area and see if you can participate and become the main photographer for their like little league or little like there's still sports programs they have over the summer or like the rec sports. See if you can become the main photographer for those. Maybe go out and shoot photos for their events and see if you can just set up a business and see parents will be willing to purchase photos from you. That's one way to do it. I don't know how well Max Preps does. If you're familiar with Max Preps, some people might buy photos from that. I just don't know how well it might be in your area. But that's as far as areas to make money in sports photography that I'm aware of. That's kind of the angle that I would recommend you do if you just want to start small. I don't know about the high-end sports photography stuff because I don't really shoot in that domain. So sorry. Wish I had more information.
Dang, that one camera guy dropping that knowledge. Very awesome stuff.
There could be someone on the chat that's already doing it that hopefully can chime in.
Tag the shooter. Where are you at? We're summoning you right now.
Yeah, tag the shooter's actually probably much better at answering this than I am.
How to make that moolah for sports photography. Let us know, tag the shooter.
I know I'm getting a question why my audio is not synced. It's the only way for me to have this overlay on my screen. I mean, I can. Oh, my mouse disappeared. I mean, I can do it without it being too bad. That's why I'm trying to hide my mouth behind the microphone.
Yeah, again, if you see anything flashing on the screen, that might be the issue why this audio is a little desync on Danny's end. But hey, trust me, whatever is flashing on the screen is totally worth it. Right, Danny?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, there we go. Whatever's flashing on the screen. Okay.
Cool. So let's go with our hashtag NewGear. I don't think I bought anything new. However, I did get the Sigma 135 f1.8 G Master.
That's right.
Focus. There you go. I didn't buy it. This is not mine. This is a loaner from Sony for 2 weeks for evaluation period. Gonna crank out some videos because I know you guys want to see a comparison between this lens and the Sigma 135 f1.8. And let me tell you guys right now, I did a photo shoot with it yesterday with my good friend Nathan Lucas. And the Sigma The Sigma 105, he was shooting with the 105. It was hunting like crazy. But when he swapped over to a 135, he was like, "Oh my god, this thing is just grabbing focus like crazy fast." That's the case with the 105 against the 135 G Master. The Sigma 135, when I was testing it, the focus isn't too bad, but again, it's a clear difference that the G Master focuses way faster. Some people are going to call me biased, but it's true, man. Just put it in your hands, try it out. The focus is much faster on the 135 G Master.
Is the release date in April for that lens?
They're saying end of April. There's no clear date yet, but I think the pre-order is up for the Sony 135.
Well, whenever I get a chance to, I definitely am interested to try it out on the A9, especially with some indoor sports. That's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I was shooting portraits yesterday. Okay, so we were working with our model Tori, amazing model. This video is going to come out like next week because I want to do a few more sample tests to throw in as well besides portrait. Optically, I mean, like both lenses look fantastic. Okay, one thing that I will have to comment is the cameras actually. So when I was shooting the portraits, that thinnest strand of hair from the model, these both lenses would grab focus on. So I kind of really missed the whole left and right eye switch that I got so used to on the A6400. I kind of wish my camera system, my A7R3 had it, but the firmware I believe is coming out next month, right, Danny? For the A7R3 and the A7 III for the left and eye switch. So I'm excited for that.
I could have sworn the A9 firmware's coming out this month, though. I don't know about the A7R3. I'm just waiting for the A9.
Too. Yeah, it's March for the first A9 update, and then after that, it's for the A7 III, A7R3, and then in the summertime, that's when the Animal Eye autofocus comes out.
I'm just waiting for this A9 autofocusing. That's all I'm excited about, Jason.
It'll make your A9 feel like an A9 Mark II.
You know, after using the 6400 and seeing the autofocusing technology in there, and I'm like, if this just rolls around to the A9, this thing will be unstoppable. Like literally unstoppable. Completely. Canon's not even anywhere near. I feel so bad for Canon.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Danny, what hashtag New Year you got this week?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I have my life. That's what
I don't know about that.
Man, I didn't buy anything actually that's camera gear related or anything of any sort. So I thought about buying the Angel Bird SSD for my Atomos Ninja 5, but I didn't. I was almost close to purchasing it, but I didn't.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Angel Fire SSD is this much smaller SSD that looks like, I don't even know what it looks like.
It's just half the size of an SSD almost.
Half the size of an SSD, but it's the perfect form for the form factor of the Atomos 5, if you guys are aware of what that is.
Sony actually makes their own too.
Yeah.
So
cool. Well, actually, there could be potentially hashtag NewGear for all of you out there. If you guys haven't already picked up, there is a sale for the Sigma APS-C lenses. You can get the Sigma 16mm f1.4, 30mm f1.4, 56mm f1.4, all for $50 off. You can check the link in the description box below. If you haven't picked yourself up one of these lenses yet, or all three, you need to do yourself a favor and get these amazing Sigma C lenses. Danny and I had some raving reviews about it. A lot of YouTubers already have raving reviews about these lenses, so you owe it to yourself to get one if you have a Sony A6500.
It's garbage. Okay. I use the Sigma 16 mil here. That's great. I like that lens.
Love it, right?
I use the 56 at the photo shoot. I need to evaluate the footage though, just to make sure I'm good on that. But it seemed to work really well. I find it sharper on a full frame camera though. The Sigma 56.
You find it sharper than full frame?
Well, I mean, maybe there's some sort of weird optics going on, but I find it sharper on full frame than I do on an APS-C. But
that's a funny thing because when I tested out the 56 and the 55 on the A6500, the 56 was sharper.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. 56, good lens.
Our SR7 ×3 just dropped $24.99.
Damn.
Pretty close to an A6400. Any suggestions on an APS-C lens in the range of the 10 to 16 prime or zoom with autofocus that's fast for bokeh-licious walking vlogs? Sigma 16 is a little too tight, or any other camera system have it?
Ouch. It's a tough question. There is the Zeiss 2 12 millimeter. Unfortunately, that does make a little bit of autofocus noise.
I mean, you can get away with the Sigma 16. It's just that the 6400 doesn't have stabilization if you're walking handheld. You just need to have like a stick, and you're good. I think that 16 will be just fine.
Yeah. With the 16 millimeter, you need like a little mini tripod to extend it out a little further. But that's wide enough. A little bit tight. I get you.
But that's an area Sony or Sigma or someone else can kind of jump in. They need some other ultra wide option potentially for low light, I would say. But yeah, that's just one area. I don't know. I wish I had a better answer.
10 to 18 f4 is still really good though. Trust me.
Yeah,
Quality's still looking good.
Yeah, 10 to 18. What else? I don't know.
That's no. His real question was: is APS-C dead?
Why is APS-C dead? Not gonna lie,
Sony said they're coming.
I feel the 6400 breathed some new life into that whole area. I think it's still very viable.
Very cool.
We got $10 from Storm and Cass. Cool stuff.
Thank you. Thank you, Storm. Appreciate the $10 super chat donation. My goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the chat for hashtag NewGear from you guys. Danny, you see anything? Just read it out loud.
All right.
Victor Cologne, hashtag NewGear, pre-order the 135 G Master.
Kishanon Ramanathan, Tamron 17 to 28. You can pre-order that already?
I don't think so. That'd be crazy though. Alex Duda, hashtag NewGear, rocking on 12mm f2 APS-C is not dead.
That's right.
That's a manual focus lens.
When I didn't have, that's a great option if you don't mind manual focusing. Good option. Hey, actually, that's not a bad choice for the wide. If you know the distance, if you can establish the distance already, it's not a bad option.
You can definitely make it work. Our friend James Matthew vlogs with a 10 to 22 Canon on his Sony A7S II, and that thing doesn't even have good autofocus, so he makes it work. Check out his channel.
Dustin Dilworth, NewGear, Tamron 20 to 75, breaking from primes for a while. Looking forward to fewer lens switches.
Jason says, hashtag NewGear 7200 G Master B Alpha hats and shirts at the NYC B Alpha event. Very nice.
That's great. I definitely need to get my 7200 sent in. It looks a little soft. I'm a little worried, Jason. I need to get it sent in. It's only separating in half, so it's fine.
Yeah. Totally.
Bob Ho, NewGear Samsung S10 Plus.
Let's see here. Eli, hashtag NewGear 2 SanDisk Extreme Pro 128GB SD cards. Hopefully you're not running into any issues with those cards and the issues have been resolved.
I did see some updated cards, Jason. I don't know if you noticed it, but you know this series here, this particular model, the SanDisk Extreme Pro.
Yep.
128. They have a version now that's UHS-1 that's 170 megabytes per second. So I was looking into it. I mean, it's $40. It's about the same price as this thing. It's the same price almost, but it has a faster, I think, read speed, transfer speed. So if you want to just transfer files faster, might be worth taking a look at. Just saying.
Very cool. FJH Photography, hashtag NewGear PowerX batteries, but wish I had that loaner. Wow. Come over to LA. Hang out with me.
Tag the Shooter, pre-order the 135 G Master. Can't wait to try it at indoor track and volleyball. I can't wait for it either, but I'll just wait till next year or like next fall, in the fall. All right.
Auto Part Shops is hashtag NewGear Sigma 56 1.4. Very nice. Hope you caught that $50 off deal.
I didn't. Damn it.
Bought it full price.
Hey, you know what? I did get the discount for the 6400 because I have the EDU discount because I didn't buy it initially with the EDU discount, but they reimbursed me.
Danny, you just reminded me I was supposed to talk about this, but for any A6400 users, especially Danny, because Danny was fiddling around with his cage too much last week with his A6400.
Oh,
But apparently, Small Rig is coming out with a code shoe relocator. Actually, Danny, go ahead and show your setup really quick.
I don't even have my mic. But anyway, so just there we go. That's how it looks. Ta-da! Microphone goes over here. There we go.
So
Yeah.
his is actually a full cage setup. Let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. Hide all my windows. There you
42
go.
tabs.
42 tabs. No, that's not me. That's Vivian's. How do I confirm my tab? I just double click on it. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Look at that. Small Rig's coming out with a Small Rig code shoe relocator, which is just a plate that you literally push into your code shoe, and you get this little nice little side piece right here to put in your microphone.
I think it still bolts on the side though. If you click on the other thumbnails, it bolts to the right hand side of the back.
Well, that's what I get for reading the headline only. Wow, look at that! Look at that design.
Yeah, I'm all for that, man. That is a really nice, elegant solution to keep the entire setup light. That is awesome.
I wish.
I mean,
go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm gonna pre-order that. So I'm gonna try to get it.
I want it too, man. This is like way better than my bracket solution that we all made fun of last week, but that's cool. This is awesome. I mean, like I said, like I've been saying with the whole flip-up screen situation, I'm just like, dude, Sony, just give us a mic port, give us that flip-up screen. We're gonna figure this stuff out. And look at Small Rig figuring that out.
Okay, so it takes okay for the vlogging kind of scenario. It's great. I think it's perfect. Obviously, you don't have access to the hot shoe anymore, so that's the only thing.
I mean, if you're gonna put a mic there anyway, so it wouldn't matter as much.
Mm-hmm. So, no, it's still a great solution.
Yeah,
absolutely great.
Look at that! Wow, fantastic.
I just hope it doesn't peel off your hot shoe. Hopefully, but it looks pretty stable.
We'll see. We'll test it out. If it breaks, I'll just break on Danny's camera, and he'll just make a video about it.
Of course. Just like my A9.
Damn, roasting yourself. Cool. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for sharing your hashtag NewGear. Make sure you do what the screen says on the bottom of Danny's screen. Danny,
shoot. Thanks for giving me the heads up on that. Appreciate it. So, if you haven't done so already.
Man, I feel like there's some subliminal messages going on. I feel like I need to like this video, but I can't. It's my own video. That'd be weird. Anyways.
All right.
Rigo Juarez asked, how much is that code shoe relocator? It's $13.90. That's right. Less than
pre-order.
Pre-order. I'm so sorry. If you pre-order, it's $13.90 minus shipping and tax and handling and all that good stuff. But if you don't pre-order, it's $20.
Let's see.
It's also piqued Manny Ortiz's interest. Manny Ortiz is in the house. What is up?
Oh, nice.
SR7 asked, can you stick a Rode micro on that Koshu relocator? Absolutely. It's pictured there on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very cool. Awesome. Cool. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. So let's get into the news topic of this week. Danny, I'm seeing some crazy stuff, man.
Are we? Go ahead. Roll it through.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, we're seeing some crazy stuff. Canon. Well, this is just a rumor, okay? This is a CR1 level rumor. If it's anything like an S1 S1R S1R if it's anything like an SR1, it's probably take it with a grain of salt. But rumor has it that Canon will be releasing an RF lens as a 14 to 21 millimeter f1.4. It's pretty ridiculous if you think about it, right? If you're thinking about an ultra wide angle lens at 1.4. That's a zoom. How massive would that be, Danny? How massive would that be?
I think it'd be reasonable only because they're keeping the focal length short. I think you're going to see something similar to Sigma's like 24 to 35 f2. But I don't know. I'm imagining it might be as massive as like the Sigma 105 1.4 or something like that.
Gosh. So currently right now, a 1.4 that exists in that caliber, as far as I'm concerned, people can help me out right here. Sigma has a 14 millimeter f1.4, and that thing is already pretty hefty.
Yes.
So to make this a zoom, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe Canon will surprise us with some sort of Canon magic and make it lighter and smaller, but we'll have to see. That's a bold thing. Again, it's
The
just a
thing
proof, guys.
the thing that I'm thinking about is that like the 6 or 7 millimeter difference between those two. Is it enough to warrant this particular zoom lens to exist in any way? It seems as though you're kind of limited. I mean, do you really need that range on a? Let me know. Is it astrophotography based? Is this something someone can benefit from, or anybody out there that thinks they could utilize a 14 to 21 f1.4? Because
you were talking earlier, you need that blurry background for vlogging, Danny. This might be your solution, dude.
but it's going to be a large lens, though. I don't think it's going to be a small lens. I mean,
Well, here's why it's a 14 to 21. It has to compensate for that 1.6 times crop.
oh wait. This is wait. What? Hold on.
No, because Canon has a 4K crop.
Yeah, Jason is right on the money, guys. I am so stupid. Jason is really thinking outside of the box.
There you go.
That 1.6, 1.7 crop factor. What does it become after the crop factor?
I don't even know, man.
Let's see.
14. Hey, Google, what's 14 times 1.7?
24, almost 23.8. Let's just say 24 millimeter lens.
24 millimeter lens. There you go. Wide enough for vlogging. Yeah, it's pretty much going to follow suit of the 28 to 70 f2, which is a massive lens. Massive lens that exists right now. That's currently in the market, right, Danny?
Yes, it's already available. You can order that stuff now.
Yeah. Let's see here. ND Moment says Canon RF 14 of 21 is going to be super expensive and really big, but I think it's going to be less expensive than the Nikon 58f.98.
That knocked lens, right? Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Crazy aperture lenses. I'm okay. I'm okay with f2, guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm okay with f2. Oftentimes, I shoot wide open. Half my shots are like out of focus. So I'm just letting
the problem with Canon is that their bodies right now are just not up to par for these. I mean, at some point, I'm sure they'll get somewhere, but I don't know, Jason.
They will. They totally will.
They are enticing with these large prime zoom lenses, though. Not gonna lie, these large aperture zoom lenses are very enticing, though. It's a really interesting move.
There's a market for it. There's going to be people who are more bokeh obsessed than we are that are going to definitely get it.
It's crazy.
Vincent Vega, do you think it will have autofocus too? That'd be crazy if it didn't.
I hope it has focus.
No image stabilization, though. That's my guess.
But Francisco said it'd be interesting for concerts.
Absolutely. Let's see. I don't know. As for concerts, I would just like have a prime lens, though, like a dedicated 14, like a Sigma 14 1.4. Just have that in my bag. But it's all speculations.
Yeah.
It's all speculation right now. People are asking about distortion. Maybe if they have some crazy science going on, like what Laowa is doing right now, zero distortion on some of their ultra wide angle lenses. Like the 10 to 18 f4 full frame lens that I got from Laowa. Geez, that thing is just crazy. Zero distortion.
I'm sure Canon's going to have to try and pull all kinds of stops on this lens if they're just going to try and make this. So I wouldn't doubt they're going to try and put their best optics in it if they can. If they're going to charge the premium for it, though. That's the way I see it.
Let's see here. Let's see. Well, I guess. Anything else, Danny? Fathom Rocker's calling it right now. 14 to 21 f1.4 is going to cost $3,500.
I don't know. Prices are pretty out there on the Canon side. People, their 28 to 70 f2 is $3,000. But hey, I mean, they're creating another market. There's people that are interested in that. Not obviously everybody, but there's just a group that are into it. They'll get it. So
when your lens is more expensive than your camera. Oh my god. OMG. And people say Sony's expensive. There you go.
Oh,
another hold my beer moment from Canon.
I just hope Canon will bring out some better bodies in the future. It just kind of the lenses seem amazing in my opinion, but at the same time the bodies just don't match up with it yet. So
They will. They
anyway,
will. They will.
all right.
They will. Moving on. All right. Let's talk a little bit about another big camera or a
Oh
big
no.
setup. So Danny didn't stick around long enough for WPPI to check out the Panasonic S1R and the S1.
My goodness, that was such bad planning.
Anyways, so I got a chance to play with the Panasonic S1R and the S1, not at any press event. I was just at WPPI, and they have a couple of those on the show floor. I didn't really get a chance to really play with it, nor really test it out, but just kind of get my hands on it, just to feel what it is. And my goodness, Danny, it's a beefy camera. It's heavy.
So how do you size it up? Is it similar to a DSLR or like have you ever held the EOS R?
I held the EOS R. I think the S1R still takes. I think it takes the cake for being the heavier mirrorless camera. It's very beefy. It's well built for sure.
Okay.
It's heavy. Well, granted, what it was mounted was the 50mm 1.4. It was a pretty hefty setup. I think a lot of reviews that I was watching, particular DP review and Art of Photography, they did mention how hefty the camera setup is. But that's only when you feel it, when you're kind of holding it, when you're just like not really using it, just carrying it around. But when you're actually shooting with it, it's very comfortable. And with that heft and size, it does provide a better stability when it comes to taking photos and videos. So that's something that's very interesting.
Yeah, there's some folks who just prefer a slightly larger body and they'll just enjoy using it more. I like today I was shooting some sports, Jason. I was using the A9 and then I grabbed one of the ADDs that my students were using and I was like, "Man, I really missed the Canon grip and everything." So, I don't know, man. You kind of miss the larger size. I do personally. I'm not speaking on behalf of everybody else, but just on my behalf. I mean, I kind of miss it a little bit.
I have tiny Asian hands, so it's fine. The pinky doesn't really have something to hold for the Sony, but it's absolutely fine. But if you're looking for a girthy camera to hold, S1, S1R, absolutely, those two are fantastic. But aside from the weight, they don't have a flip out screen. I was actually quite surprised. I didn't actually read up on any of the specs or anything like that, so I was kind of surprised that they don't have a flip out screen for that camera. It's a tilting screen, as well as it's really interesting way of it flipping. I don't know if you can
for the portrait. You mean for the portrait, right? It has a flip out on the portrait end when you turn it sideways.
Like how Fuji does it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but not a flip out screen.
The weird thing though is that it seems as if Panasonic's not even gearing this towards video. It was primarily a camera first, like a photo camera.
Right.
It just has video features.
Keep them busy, Danny. I need to plug in my laptop. Forgot to charge it.
So as far as the other things that Jason wrote on here, as far as the Panasonic S1R, it is going to have 4K 60p, but it will be cropped. You're not going to get a full frame 4K 60p, unfortunately. I don't know about the other modes on there. XQD plus SD. And it looks like from DP reviews, photo quality seems to be very, very good on the camera. Autofocus is still not probably at the same part you would find on a Sony camera, but I don't know what the outlook will be in the future.
Yeah, so woo, good thing the stream didn't die.
Oh.
Yeah, but speaking of autofocus, yeah, they I think from Art of Photography, Ted Forrest was talking about how it still uses contrast detection autofocus, as opposed to using a more hybrid system like the Sony and the Canon, where it uses both phase detection and contrast detect. So it still uses contrast detection, but Ted did mention that it is this S1R and S1 has the best autofocus to date because they're combining it with AI autofocusing, and it will improve as time goes on via firmware updates.
Good. I don't know, man. Sony's just got it figured out right now. Not gonna lie. Okay.
Sony and Canon for the autofocus still, but
yeah,
curious to see is how the AI autofocus for the Panasonic is. Aside from that, let's let's see here. Dual image stabilization seems to be working really well on the S1R and the S1. And one thing that really stood out to me, Danny, was the fact that the buttons light up on the camera. I don't know if you got a chance to see that.
Ooh, no,
Yeah,
no, that's nice.
it's like buying a fancy car and then the handles light up so you know where the handle is as you grab it, and then or like a car that would have step ladders pop out and you just
So the Nikon people have had this. So those of you who've used, I think the Nikon D8, 10 series, they've had buttons, or the Nikon D5. I don't know, Jason, have you ever been in a dark environment and you needed to be able to light up the buttons?
no. I feel like
I've
by
been
then I know where everything is. But
right. I've been okay with it. I mean, it'd be nice. I've never been in a dilemma yet where I've
it's
needed it.
just a fancy feature.
Hey man, it's
It's
nice
fancy
though.
feature. It's nice. It's definitely nice. I think one thing that I do want to bring up as one of the last things about the S1R and the S1, Chris Nichols from DP Review did mention the battery was decent, but he was having a little bit of an issue with the battery draining a little too fast on his end.
Okay.
So we'll see. And I think he was just shooting photos too.
All right. So it's only contrast detect, no phase detect. Man, it's gonna be really bad. I don't think it's gonna. I don't know.
Ted says fine. It's not going to be as what we're used to on the Sony, though.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard, Jason, when you're used to one sort of setup, and you go to the other one. It's tough. Even I mean, that's what I was experiencing when I was shooting with the 6400 today. I shot with it, and I was like, I just want to go back to the 8.9. All right.
All right. Let's see. Browsing through the chat really quick. Hero Shot says Panasonic thick camera line.
Definitely
Again, there's going to be a market for it. Let's see here. Lots of crazy stuff going on in the chat. If I say anything, it'll demonetize me, so I'll just keep it to myself.
Victoring. If it's dark that for me to need to light up my buttons, probably it's too dark for my 6500 to take any clean photos.
Oh, damn. Victor, calm down with the roasting.
Maybe astrophotography. Would that be a consideration if you're out in pitch black darkness? But then you would have a phone and a light. But that'd be the only situation I feel could be useful. I mean, just play it other ways. So
problem solving. Yeah, but they're saying the low light with the camera is very, very clean. So, yep, cool. Anything else? I think we're good. Okay, let's move on. Danny. Let's talk a little bit about the Tamron 1720 f2.8. Not much of an update, but I personally myself saw it side by side with the Tamron 20-75. Damn it, Danny, you're missing out, dude.
I know, man. I know. Stop. I was looking at everyone's stories and I'm like, oh man, I left too soon. I didn't even get to see the show floor, man.
Yeah, but you should have been there. My goodness, the lens is tiny, Danny. It's the same barrel size as the 20-75. Shares the same filter thread, 67.
Wait. Is it same barrel size, or you mean it's shorter? Because I could have sworn it was shorter though in the pictures.
Oh, it's shorter. Sorry. What I meant was the filter size is the same.
The thread. Got it.
Yeah, the filter thread size is the same. So I'm so excited for it, Danny. I don't know what to say with it. I'm super excited. I feel like this can be a good lens for APS-C shooters as well. Because if you think about it, you do in the conversion, it's 26 millimeter to 42 millimeter. Not too much of a zoom range, but not a bad lens for that size, for that weight, for APS-C shooters who's looking for a little bit of versatility.
If it only had stabilization.
F2.8. IBIS, bro. IBIS.
Only on the 6500, Jason.
Oh, Danny, come on.
I'm just saying it like it is, man. I need
slap
that
it on a tripod, slap it on a gimbal. You're good to go.
I need that stabilization. Come on.
Oh, but I'm so shocked. I wanted to get a hands on with it, get some photos with it, but the Tamron reps were like, you can't do that. But everyone else in Japan got to enjoy that lens in their hand.
They're like, excuse me, do you know who I am?
They're like, no, get out of here.
I'm Chris Nichols.
They're like, get out of here.
I'm Tony Northrup. I should.
Yeah. I'm Tony Northrup. I'm causing controversy on the internet.
If you don't know me already, I'm
Yeah.
Jason Vong.
ISO is fake news. Anyways, yeah, 17S28 f2.8. Very excited for it. There's no price, no date yet.
I'm excited that it's great to see an option out there.
Oh yeah,
I would still probably itch for a 16 to 35 f2.8.
absolutely.
But
But if
I'm just glad it's there. I'm just glad it's there.
I mean, it's gonna be a great vlogging lens, a affordable vlogging lens option that's a constant f2.8. If you're a Tamron 20 to 75 shooter already, it's gonna be a good complement to that. Now, there's no price, no date yet. But funny enough, when I was chatting with the Tamron reps about this lens, they were asking me if this was the right move, if this was the right lens to come out with, or would it have been the 7200 would have been better.
Should have told them. Add a couple more millimeters on that.
Maybe they didn't want to overlap. I don't know.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, it makes sense. I get it. It. Hey, while we're talking about Tamron, so as you recall, you do see a 35 there as well as a 35 to 150. And from what I understand, those are those were not for E mount.
No,
they were EF. They're a different mount. Oh,
yeah, they're for EF. Yeah, they're not for Sony.
Oh my goodness. I thought they were making them for Sony, but
no. Those that you can actually start demoing at WPPI, but it was the 70-20 that was still within the class case.
Yeah. Good move though. I mean, I know they teased last year to 20 to 75, right? And now they have the 70 to 28. Excited for what they'll have again next year. I mean, it's all good. I mean, it's great.
And I told them, I was like, that next lens gotta be something like a 75 to 200 equivalent. So
yes, I would have said, whatever you can do, 100 to 200 or something. But if you can get that 200 point,
give me that 200 point. I told them that. So if they listen to me, great. If not,
Jason,
who am I? Who knows?
Jason, they go 150 to 200. F2.8.
I'll take it.
They're like, it's the same size as the Tamron 20 to 70. It's the same size as the Tamron 20 to 75, but it's a Tamron 150 to 200. Absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, that's not that. You know what? Actually, it's not that bad now that I think about it. 150 to 200 in a small size or something like that. I think it'd be good.
That's fine. Totally. Just get something else to fill in that gap.
I'm curious, for those of you in the chat, what focal length would you be willing to go to for 200? Like, what's the range? It has to be something to 200. What is it that you would be okay with? 100 to 200, 150 to 200, or do you want 75 or 870 to 200? Like, what do you need?
If they can do something crazy like Sony, 75 to 300.
Oh shoot!
But a 75 to 200, 2.8 in that size.
That's not going to happen. What, no, Jason? What are you talking about? We have to compromise on the focal length somewhere.
People are saying 90 to 200, 24 to 200.
Oh my god!
135 to 200.
135 to 200 isn't bad. 135 to 200 isn't such a bad. Doesn't sound too bad.
AJ.2 first to know 199 to 200.
That better be a 0.95 lens. I would get a 199 to 200 if it was 0.95. At the same price, under $1,000.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think we're asking for too much now. Victor Ing, anything below 80 prime because I need edge-to-edge sharpness. Wetsuit says 85 to 200. Rat Nat, how dare you? 69 to 201. How dare you?
I mean, Jay, I don't know. I would be okay with the 135 to 200 if they were going to keep it the same size and they were going to price it under $1,000.
Yeah,
I'd be interested. I don't.
I'll take it.
It's a good option. It's a good option. Look at all the money you saved. You can add on another A7 III to your kit from all the money you saved. Not buying a 7200 G Master.
Team Tamron. Awesome. Ooh, awesome pop. All right.
SR7 wants an 8 to 400. No compromise. Just order the Sigma 200 to 500 f2.8. That big giant bazooka.
Does that exist?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's just do a video on it, Danny. Me and you.
Dude, I gotta see if you can still rent that thing. That'd be amazing. I really just want to rent it out for a video. It'd be amazing.
I think Sigma did want me to test out like a super long lens, but I was just like, I'm not your person for this.
Can I even still order it? I'm gonna do a B&H check real quick.
Danny, let's make something happen. Let's go shoot a sport sometime in the summer. I don't even know what kind of sport's happening, but go shoot some sports. We'll get a couple of long lenses. We'll go out and play with it.
Ooh, it's special order, Jason. It's $23,000. Oh, $26,000.
Oh.
I get an EDU discount, Jason, but it's $26,000 for a 200 to 500 f2.8 Canon EF mount.
Don't worry.
Just use the MC. I wonder if the MC11 works.
We'll talk to Keedron. He's usually pretty good at asking for lenses. We'll partner up with him too. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're winding down for the show now. Give us your hashtag keyway. Let us know your burning questions. Now's the time to ask the questions. You get the answers. Some of it, not all of it.
Well, while we wind down, though, I do want to mention about the Nikon stuff. I was seeing, I saw Matt Granger's video, and I saw some other videos pop up about the new firmware update on the Nikon with the eye autofocus. It looks like it's improving, but I think people still need to have a chance to test it on moving subjects, potentially like slightly moving. But it looks like they're getting there. It looks good from the appearance of it. I just don't know yet how effective it's going to be in the long term. But I don't know if they had it on display at WPPI, Jason. Any idea? Or was it just CP+?
Might have been what the new autofocus? I have no clue, dude. You gotta ask. Photomiak.
Photomiak, maybe he tested it out.
Photomiak, chime in. Get you on the live show next week. Talk about that autofocus. Is it out yet, or is it just like?
I think it's
for the press only.
It's testing.
Cool.
Rental Sigma. Jason, you are almost at 500 subscribers. I mean, yeah, 100,000 as Corey mentions right there. Almost 100,000. Holy mac and cheese and meatballs, Jason.
Thank you for your support, everybody. I am so close, grinding it there, getting myself to 100K.
Oh, it's gonna get that silver play button.
About to cross that finish line. That's it. After that, I don't know what to do anymore with my life.
That's it. You're done, right? That's the final, the finale.
Quitting YouTube. Just kidding. Please don't unsubscribe.
It goes back the other way.
Hashtag subscribe to the Vong if you haven't yet.
I don't even think you can rent the Sigma 200 to 500. Oh my goodness.
I'm saying, man, we'll make it happen. You need to make it happen. We'll put some people to some people.
Who has this lens?
Keedron has it. Keedron's our best bet.
Why can't I rent this monster?
Keedron Franklin. Hey, speaking of lens, Danny. Speaking of lenses you can't afford. There's another thing that you can't afford.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh my god. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Hold on. How do I screen share again? There you go. Okay. Here's another 400 millimeter f2.8 you can't even afford because you can't even get one now.
I'd be so willing to pay a little bit of money for that. Oh.
So for those of you who are looking at this screen right here, this is a special Sony 400 millimeter G Master keychain. That's right. Look at that beast, that sexy beast. Only available in Japan because they weren't passing these out at WPPI. So
Sony, send me one, please. I'll sell my soul. I'm just kidding, but please send me one.
It's the closest thing to a 400 you can get, Danny. If you can even get this.
Stop tempting me, man. I've been really thinking about it.
But
tag the shooter. Tag the shooter's got one. He doesn't tag the shooter. Don't need one of those. He already got one.
I mean, like, you can't even get this because you can't even get this here. It's like a limited edition. Oh, that just grinds your gear.
Oh my goodness.
But that is dope. I would like something like this. I would like something that's, maybe like a 24 GM or like a 16 to 35 GM of a keychain. But hell, I'll take this. This thing looks awesome, man. That's like the best Sony swag I've seen.
Oh man.
Yeah, for those of you who are asking about where to get the hats, the Sony swags and stuff, you got to go to these trade shows, man. That's where all the secret swags happen. Ah, all right. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome possum. Got 15 minutes left for hashtag QA. Let's
Okay.
let's go ahead and take a look at some of your questions. Alleviation asks, I'm going to NYC and want a good walk around lens that's wide, but I'm not sure which one to go for. Thinking about going for the 24 prime or the 24 to 70 zoom. I would say either 16 to 35 or 24 to 70. A zoom lens is always going to be a good walk around lens. And with the 24, the 16 to 35, it's going to be wide enough for what you're going for. Personally, I like shooting with the 16 to 35 as a walk around lens.
Not a bad answer.
All right.
Fathom Rocker. When is the expletive 87,000 coming out? Fathom Rocker, my guess is December. That's my guess. That's right.
I like how people always like DM me. It's just like, do you know when the A7S3 coming out? I know you do. I was like, man, I wish I do. I wish I do.
I like how they're threatening you. They're like, Jason, tell us right now. Jason, tell us.
I know. Can't tell you guys. There's something else on the screen that's flashing that's telling me to do something else.
Let's see.
Eli says, thoughts on the Ronin S Essentials kit? Seems like a good deal. I'm considering getting one. What the heck is the Essentials kit?
What? Yeah, what is that?
I've never heard about this.
I just searched it right now. It looks like it comes with some accessories.
Oh, I don't know. I need to look more into this.
Wait, what? I don't even know either.
Yeah, offset roll motor for screen visibility. What? Time lapse and motion lapse for $500 without the gimbal or with the gimbal? Oh no, it's Ronin S with the key accessories.
You get the top part, it looks like. The bottom part, no.
What?
I don't understand. Someone clarify. I'm lost. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm sorry, man. I have not used this to know if this is a good recommendation or not.
Let's see here.
Corey's asking. Corey Hour asks, Godox SL160W. Have you guys taken a look at this light yet? I have not.
No. What's the deal with it? Like, is it I'm assuming it's a continuous light, obviously, but
yeah. Our good friend Francisco Joel Hernandez might have a better answer if he's still on the chat. The SL60W, Francisco. Anything about that? Oh my goodness. It is a video light that's daylight balance, $140. Ooh, wireless dimming option. Wow. I gotta check this out.
Is it battery powered? Hey.
Yeah, probably prices, battery powered.
Prices don't look too bad. I'm gonna take a snapshot of that and okay. Thanks for the heads up on that, Corey. I don't know yet, but that looks very handy.
Jake T, what key lights are you guys using? I'm using the Sun. I'm using the what is it? Wow, crap! What is it called again? The Aperture 120D.
I'm also using that too. I'm also using that too.
The best YouTube light. Apparently. Dustin Dilworth, how is it performing on the A7 III, the Tamron 20-75? Sensor stabilization and gimbal still smooth? Yeah, works fantastic for me. Back when I had it.
Greg Smith, Q8. Jason, have you guys seen the new Sony Bluetooth remote? Did you get a chance to see it, Jason?
Oh, no, I did not. I'm so sorry. I was so excited that I forgot about it.
Rycrat, would you downgrade to the dropping $5? Would you downgrade to the Alpha 6400 from the 6500, mainly shooting stills and video work on a tripod? Current lenses 18 to 105 G, f4, and Sigma 31.4.
I would.
I wouldn't. Why, Jason?
I don't know. I mean, like, if you have lenses that have OSS, which I would just I think most of my lenses have OSS anyways. Well, not counting the Sigma lenses, but we're shooting like stills and video on a tripod. Yeah, absolutely. Better screen, higher heat tolerance, no recording limit. And in a lot of ways, it's an upgrade. You know, it's better than a 6500 aside from not having IBIS.
I think if you're shooting, I like the 6500, but you said since you're doing a lot of stuff on a video on a tripod, I think the 6400 makes some sense. But I don't think there's anything necessarily that you couldn't do with the 6500 at all. I think you're okay. That's just my opinion, though. The photo autofocus took a step up on the 6400. The 6500 is still pretty good, I think, in terms of video, what you're doing. That's just the way I see it right now.
Michael Bistro Pierce dropping that $10, 100K. Congrats, JV. And Danny, you're next. I'm not 100K yet, but I'm pretty close. And for those of you who haven't subscribed to That One Camera Guy yet, you guys totally should.
Unsubscribe. I mean, what?
You're more than welcome to unsubscribe from That One Camera Guy and subscribe to me, but
God damn it.
not seriously, subscribe to Danny. It's also does some pretty damn good stuff with those sports stuff, those long lenses, those APS-C stuff.
100,000 sub, get the 400 millimeter f2.8.
Yes, let's do it. Subscribe to Danny right now at 100,000. He said it. 400 millimeter f2.8. He'll buy it for the next Monday Live.
Let me go find a loan first, and I'll get it. Okay,
all right. Oh, David Lopez. If you could do one type of photography for 1 year, what kind of photography would you stick with? Ouch.
Mine's easy, sports, because I can change the sport. Unless you mean I can go to shoot a different sport.
Damn, I don't know. That's a tough question. I'd probably.
Does YouTube count?
Yeah, does YouTube count? Probably shoot concerts, man. I love shooting concerts. It's like you spend a couple hours listening to some kick butt music and you just shoot away.
There you go. 42 Pros. Have you used the Tamron 70-200 G2 EF mount with this E7 III for video? I haven't. Are you hearing that there's good compatibility? I don't know if there's a Sony to Tamron adapter, right? I don't think there's like a native adapter. So I don't think you're going to get all the autofocusing functions when you flip over, unless you're using a Metabones, which I haven't tested the Tamron. Unless if you have, then I might check it out. I might do a rental if you think there's like a lot of talk about it doing well. So
I had a shooter that used a 70-200 for video for weddings, and his shot came out soft.
Ooh.
So
you mean with the Tamron?
With the Tamron 70-200. Granted, it's probably because of the autofocus and we didn't nail focus right, but I'm just like, God, this is where the autofocus comes in handy.
SR7 says, Jason, will you come shoot my extreme bokeh ball tournament with your 800 millimeter lens?
I don't have an 800 millimeter lens, but let's go. Let's partner up, Danny. Let's go. We'll shoot it.
All right.
Let's see here. I might be missing some questions. Go ahead, Danny.
Let's see here.
Oh, no. Waybird says, starting April 1st, California has to pay tax on B&H. Danny, get the 400 now.
I would still have to take a loan out. It is what it is.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's an April Fool's joke or that's the business year reset. Kevin Featheringill. As a portrait shooter, can the 135 GM eliminate the need for the 70-200? I already have the 85 1.8. That's a better question from Francisco Hernandez and Manny Ortiz. So check out their videos when they have it out for the 135.
But I mean, I have a question though. Is like, is the person you're photographing even gonna know? Like your market, your target audience, are they even going to know if you switched over? The 70-200 is going to give you a different compression and different look depending on what you're doing. So if you just cut down to 135, it's always going to have a very similar, that one kind of look to it. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm not like a portrait shooter, so I don't really shoot lots of portraits. That's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, we're just here to provide the technical and how they perform against other lenses.
Yeah,
So you can make a better purchasing decision.
I think as a portrait photographer, I'd probably go with the 135. That's just me though.
Let's see here. Okay,
Jimmy
so
P.
sorry,
P
go ahead.
says, should you wait for the Tamron 17 to 28? Is it worth it? If it's preventing you from doing the photography you want, I wouldn't wait for it. Get a lens that makes sense for you for the time being. Maybe like the 16 to 35 f4 if you can't budget a 2.8. But I don't know. I don't know if they give like an indicator when the Tamron is going to come out. I don't know. I don't think so.
Francisco Hernandez, Godox SL60W is an awesome LED light, but the fan can be a little noisy. Oh, that's something to consider, Corey. However, the price point is excellent and it takes Bowen's mount.
Okay.
SL Artist also chiming in the same. SL60 has a bit of a noisy fan. The remote is a little sensitive.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining in. Joshua Mooneyham, can the new 135 GM use the teleconverter? I don't think so.
Which one?
135 GM.
No,
right?
I think they would have mentioned that like outright the gate, but right now it's just 70-200, 100 to 400, 400 GM, and this one random 18 to 135. Like one of those cinema lenses that they made.
SR7 × 3 says, any recommendation on lens brand to watch out for that Sony autofocus struggles with for either APS-C or full frame? Really depends.
It depends on it depends on the level. For example, I had issues with the Sigma, their f2.8 DCDN lenses, their APS-C lenses. Like they have a Sigma 19, a Sigma 60, a Sigma 50, or something like that. The focus just wasn't comparable to their better lenses, like their Sigma 16 millimeter. Or there's some lenses out there. I don't know. I kind of get what you're saying. Maybe not.
All right, Corey, our production's following up with that update. Godox SL60 is comparable to the 120D at a fourth of the price. However, flickers at high FPS. Might be a decent light for starters and don't have the money for the 120D and don't mind the high FPS thing.
Time to plug in some pre-orders for that Godox.
Right, there you go. How high of an FPS are we talking about?
For the slow motion stuff, I'm assuming if you do that, I'm assuming like the 120 FPS kind of deal, unless it affects 60 FPS. No idea.
Very cool. Michael Mistro says, Danny, does the teleconverter work on a 7200 GM? I think so.
Yes, it does.
SR7, is it true that the speed boosters don't well with video autofocus? Anytime you adapt any lenses, the video autofocus goes out the door. So
I've never used the speed booster for the Sony. I've thought about it, but I haven't. So I don't want to. But yeah.
We're 2 minutes away from ending the show. Reading off a few more questions. Patrick Ramos, any chance there's going to be a Sony 35 1.4 G Master? I don't think so. Not anytime soon, I think. There's already a 1.4 out in the market right now. Danny, are you seeing stuff? I'm not seeing anything.
I'm just going through.
Francisco Hernandez, when can I get on Monday Live again? Anytime, buddy.
Let's. You want to do next week? Let's do this.
All right, hop on next week, Francisco.
All right, there we go.
Axis, should I get the 6400 now or wait for Sony to release a new camera? If you can wait, just wait. That's all I can say. Does the Michael is asking, does the teleconverter work with the Sony 18 to 105 f4? I don't think so, right?
No. Do you mean the teleconverter? It's like the 18 to 110, I think.
Yeah. Oh boy. Wetsu 76, 16 to 35 2.8 G Master versus 16 to 35 f4 for landscape photography and video. I think for landscape you would probably want an f4 because you'll be shooting at like what, f5.6, f8 for landscape.
Yeah, you'll probably shoot at the sweet spot, so you'll stop
Yeah,
down the lens.
You want that corner to corner sharpness, so you might want to shoot at like a smaller aperture.
But if they want the 2.8, then I mean 16 to 35, it's a way to go if you're doing video and you want some of that bokeh shelled up the field.
Micro Orlando asked, did you see the Godox roundhead flash at WPPI? Ask Francisco Joel Hernandez because he's got all that Godox news. All right, last question of the day. The SL artists, would you rather have a teleconverter 1.4 or just shoot with an A6000?
What do you mean though? Like, should I shoot with the A9 or shoot with the teleconverter or the A6000? I would shoot with the A9.
Damn.
But if you want a more comparable, like, I think it'd be like A7 III versus A6000 with teleconverter. I would just probably shoot with the A7 III. That's just me. So it's a good question, though. It's a good question.
All right. So that is the end of tonight's Monday Live. Danny, when's Monday Live happening again?
It's happening next week. It looks like Francisco will be on the show next week. So,
all right.
All right.
That's going to be 3 consecutive Monday Live. Oh, wait. No, sorry.
We're starting new. We're starting.
This is okay. That's the fresh one. Because last week we did it on a Tuesday Live. We're going to do it on Monday Live next week. So join us again Monday Live on Danny's channel. Special guest star Francisco Joel Hernandez. Francisco, mark it down on your calendar. It'll be 9 p.m. his time. So,
right.
Wait, it's daylight savings. Well, it's still going to be the same time, but daylight savings is happening this Sunday. So make sure you have daylight savings turned on your camera, or make sure you set your clock 1 hour ahead for your camera, 1 hour backwards. How does it work?
I don't even know. Time goes forward. We lose an hour.
Yeah, we lose an hour, so sucks for us. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next Monday Live. Peace.
See you later. Don't forget to hit the like button. Smash that like button. Do it now.
Yeah, that's strange things on the screen. Thank you. Thank you again.
All right.